Hi friends, this is Susie, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 4193 as a special dedication to Berta. Now Berta, I'm going to tell you right away, I did a bit of investigative work into this level because it seems absolutely ridiculous. It's a normal level and in 13 moves we have to collect 2 ingredients. They're going to come from either here or here and we have to get them through the column and then through this portal and down into here. In the midst of not only dark chocolate but also milk chocolate, and then also these candy cane fences that curtail our movements, and frosting and conveyor belts and all those other fun things. But primarily it's, for me, the chocolate and the candy cane fences that are very dramatic. Now, first what I'm going to say is we could get one ingredient from here and one ingredient from here. What we want to do is get both ingredients from one side of the board, clear out a path that allows that to happen. I don't know if that's what we'll be able to do, but that's, I think, a goal that we need to strive for. Just because there are 2 ingredients and 2 dispensers does not mean we need to use both of them. The other thing is, I think we need to try to activate that frog. The problem is we have 13 moves. We used to have 25 moves, and people struggled with this level. So I think I'm going to be here for a while, and I may resort to using specials, especially because I have something to do in a little while, and I don't want to leave you hanging. I know you've been stuck on this. I don't resort to using specials often, but when they do things like, you know, remove about half of our moves on a tight board like this, sometimes we're kind of required to do things we wouldn't normally do. I never pay for my boosters, though. I only use things that I accumulate for free through mini games. Alright, so let's take a look. If I can clear one side or the other, I'll have a better advantage. I see right away, though, that I can start trying to fill this frog. I'd feel much better if I had 25 moves because it may take a while to fill him. I'm also hoping that the conveyor belt can help out a bit. Now I have to decide which side of the board am I most likely to be able to get some traction from. This looks pretty good. I've got a lot of purple over here, but I actually prefer this where we can make a couple of combos and get some cascading. Look at how pretty that is. Now I can fill him by matching directly, or I can try to, oh, this is coming around, isn't it? I can try to hit him with other things that also hit orange and he'll get filled. Unfortunately, if I make this move, I'm lifting that orange out of the way. So I'll hit him, but I won't fill him with anything. I'm not hitting any other orange. But it's a good idea to try to kind of curtail that chocolate. The deal with chocolate is when we take some out on a turn, no new stuff can grow. The deal with this chocolate is we've got 2 varieties, dark and milk chocolate. And because of that, we've got this strange situation where they can both grow unless we take out both of them. I have been avoiding this side. Again, I'm trying to work on just one side and make the specials here that can be helpful. Hopefully to clear the frosting, or the chocolate and the frog, and the frosting, you know, over here. But it's not working. What I need is a striped wrapped combo that can come through here and start bringing those ingredients down, and then the ingredient would come over to here, and I would still have to work on this side. We can see how absolutely difficult this is. Berta, I empathize with you, and I wish I had a better report. What I'm going to do is continue to work on this, continue to look for ways to get this open. Oh, I want those together. And, oh, there's so much blue, it's all going to come apart. And, you know, hope for a bit of luck and try to show off what the best type of luck is you're looking for as you try to set things up. I didn't do that one very well at all. It didn't hit the frog, I couldn't match it up, I didn't hit any of those. I should have at least taken those out. But it's going to be a while, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with a new board but with no microphone until there's something important to say. When I've got something that is a new pitfall I haven't discovered, or a new strategy, or I've decided to bring in boosters, or I get a win, whatever it is, I'll come back on the mic and talk through the process. I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, so I did get a bit of luck, and look at still how far away I am from all this. But I got a color bomb. I've got the frog filled. He doesn't look filled. Sometimes his feet splay out and he gets a little bit shinier and much bigger, but he doesn't flash like he's supposed to. If I click him and then click anywhere else, he'll start flashing. So if you think you filled him, don't be fooled. Click on him just to make sure, and you'll be able to see. So both of these are coming down here and it looks great, but I have to get them through here. Do I make this? I mean, I'm not going to be able to get it in 3 moves, but I wanted to show you that on the second turn I at least got a bit closer. So if I just need extraordinary luck. I don't have enough turns to fill this frog repeatedly in that traditional way. I'm going to need a lot of color bombs. So yeah, that's what I'm up against. So again, I'm going to keep trying, and I'll come back on the mic when I have something important to say. Okay, so it's not very frequently that I give up so quickly in my attempts here and resort to boosters. But I really think we need to do that. So, you know, sometimes just to preserve sanity. So I'm going to go ahead and think about the best approach and meet you back here again and kind of talk you through what I'm attempting. And we'll just experiment and see which of the specials that we can bring in are going to be most helpful. Be right back. So here I am with my opportunities. Now I know that I've got a nice big collection, and that's because I rarely use boosters, and I try to preserve them until I need them. But when I do need them, I feel like it's better to go in guns blazing and use all of the boosters I have in order to complete the job instead of, you know, trying 50 times and using one booster each time and using up 50 boosters and never getting ahead. You know, use 10 boosters and just wipe everything out. And if you don't have enough boosters to get the job done, I highly recommend that you spend some time kind of harvesting those from different special events when you run into a really tough board. I'm going to experiment though with just bringing in a coconut wheel. I've thought about just a color bomb. Which should I do? Most people can get color bombs more quickly. I'm going to start with a color bomb in the very worst place possible, and it's going to get consumed. And this is why we double up our efforts when we're bringing in boosters, because this is kind of pointless. It used to be that we could exit and enter. Oh, look at that. How funny. And like fix a poor placement. Now we can't, but now I can at least take out all purple. So I've got him filled, and then what I'm going to do is place him over here and start this process, and we're also going to take out another color. Hopefully it's going to be whatever that frog turns into. Well, it really wasn't at that time. But here we go. We've started our adventure. We've chosen this side. We're progressing, just not very well at this point. And I can't even do anything over here. I like to preserve all the blue on the board to feed that frog, but I kind of had to take something out there. Ah, stink. That's growing in the wrong spot, and still nothing much to do over here to try to get myself a better situation. Okay, so here I can at least fill that frog again a little bit. Now I'm going to try to make some cascading so he can get filled on the backswing as I'm doing things here. Yeah, still not working. So my initial idea of bringing in boosters, not booster, but boosters to help this out, I think was a good plan. Not much further along than we were. Yeah, very sad. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause and come back with a little bit more equipment. Be right back. So here I go. I've got full lives. I've got these two boosters, and I've got some in-game boosters. I'm going to try to make a full run for it right away. Oh, see, look at this. Just awful. Right away, I think I'm going to just take out all orange from the board, fill that frog, and get things going here. Now, where do I want to place him? I think it's going to be up here, but he's going to be more difficult to remove. Hold on. I can make this stripe, and I like this stripe. And I think what I'm going to do is this and see where that coconut wheel goes. I'm going to rescue that coconut wheel and see if it gives me any advantage. A little bit of advantage. It cleared out a bit. I could also make this stripe, but I think it's time to move him. Okay, and I can start to fill him even though he's kind of trapped. Color bombs beget color bombs and other specials. He's filled even if he doesn't look to be filled. I can move him down. He'll take out these chocolate and hopefully we'll start getting some ingredients down here. So there we go. That's the next process. And then I want to fill him again. And then I'm going to use this to clear these guys out and hopefully get that next ingredient showing up. So at least now we see how that conveyor belt goes. Look at this. This is kind of awful. That chocolate right there. There's the next ingredient. And then look at this. I can use this to take out these chocolate and these chocolate. Right? So we're going to have things floating downward. We're stopped a little, but now this is completely clear. So I take him and I move him here, and things come out and they get collected. And it took 2 boosters, but it also only took me, that was my 3rd attempt using boosters. I did one with just 1 booster and then another with 2 boosters, just to kind of see how it would play together. And then I thought I was going to do just a run and see how many times it took me with those 2 boosters. And I got it on this attempt. Berta, I'm sorry I didn't stick with it and do it without boosters, but I think that since you've been stuck on this for a while, you understand why I chose this. Again, with boosters, you want to use them judiciously. If you throw your boosters at things, you also want to be able to back it up with other boosters. Maybe have some in-game boosters like a hammer, where if you do get your color bomb stuck, you can hit it with a hammer and then it'll take out the most prevalent color. Those tips and techniques. And the fact that you have 2 weeks experience trying to beat this level will help you because you understand the board more now. I wouldn't recommend using boosters right away, even if you guys come up with this and you think, oh, Susie had a hard time, I'm just going to start with boosters right away. I would recommend actually playing several times without boosters until you really understand the flow of the board, and then booster up, baby. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.